We could do copy and paste. What's the 21st?
Wednesday 21st. So I'm just going to...
Yes, we're almost there. Oh.
All right.
Okay, yes. Okay, we're on.
So we're live.
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome everybody to another segment of Conversations from Home. This is a very special one, as they all have been. But this one, we are here joined by our beautiful friends, Maitreya Sada, and yes.
Hello.
Not only they're beautiful people, but they're beautiful healers, and it's a modality of healing that we've been following for many years actually, and we have received all the benefits of working on our energy field. So we're very happy to have you on board and for you to share with all of us what is energy healing and a little bit of information, and then you will be doing a beautiful lift.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so, just maybe I'll just introduce Maitreya and Sada.
Yeah.
Maitreya's used to play football.
Yeah.
Football. Talks a lot about his football, but and you also used to be a rocker, if I recall. You used to love playing rock music, and there was a bit of a shift over the last couple of period of time where you started getting into sound healing and meditation music and a whole bunch. You can talk about that. And Sada, Maitreya's beautiful partner, or should I say Maitreya is Sada's beautiful partner as well, who were, as I said, I recall, married last year,
This time last year,
we've just got married.
This time. Oh, well, there you go. We perfected
that.
Had
our 1 year anniversary. Yeah.
This week?
Last week,
yeah.
Really? Oh, there you go. It couldn't be perfectly planned.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
And, yes, Sada's a musician in her own right. You were also, correct me if I'm wrong, was it a aerobics personal trainer sort of?
Yeah. I've been a personal trainer many years ago, but for many years, and into that very much, and health and nutrition.
And football also.
Yeah, we
Great
both,
soccer players.
Both played soccer, but
college
didn't know it.
Yeah.
Italiana.
Yes. See.
Correct. And so, we're blessed to have you both on board. As Nancy was saying before we came live, the intent of these conversations from home, we looked at the physical, emotional thinking and spiritual part. And we haven't sort of discussed anything this month so far about sound and energy and frequency and the beauty of music and vibration. And I was talking earlier before we came live, both of us have got into music together probably in the last couple of years, as doing meditation music ourselves with our own duo, Soluna. And it has been a very interesting, challenging, but healing experience for us because it's brought us a lot closer together. And in fact, at times when we probably have disconnected, writing a song together took us to those deepest parts of ourselves and our deepest triggers, but has actually manifested really, really beautiful music. And that's probably something from a personal experience I wanted to share with not just both the two of you, because you've witnessed that creation yourself, right? As we have witnessed that creation within the two of you. But I wanted to maybe talk initially about how we see ourselves as physical beings a lot of the time. I was talking about how this week I was a bit all out of whack and I had to get an adjustment at the chiro, then got a massage. And today I'm feeling tired, to be honest, because I've had so much manipulation done. But people often forget that we're more than just physical beings. And what was happening in my week, or prior to today, for example, where I may have been a little bit unbalanced, unstable emotionally, mentally, or even energetically, to even get myself to a place where I was physically sore. And I think that's a really interesting discussion to have initially about, what is it about energy, for example, that is so important in our wholeness.
That's I'm so happy we're able to talk about this today, because I think for both of us and many of us that have studied energy healing or have tried it out, can understand how much deeper we've been able to go in sort of letting things go or understanding ourselves more. Like you said, going beyond what's just physical. Sometimes I like to say to people who speaking to energy healing is, most of us are aware of how important it is to keep our bodies, physically clean. We shower, we brush our teeth, and that's all well and good. And it's important to look after our bodies. But then what happens when we have, certain emotions that are difficult to process or to express, or we have a lot of things going on in the mind? And what we do is we look at all of that as energy, as a frequency, as a vibration. And if we have some emotions or some thoughts that would be considered like a lower vibration or lower frequency that we're having a harder time with, then energy healing is a great way to clear some of that lower vibrational energy out of our energy field so that we can replace it with a higher vibration where we feel more peaceful, we feel more like ourselves. And that, in effect, also has a positive effect on our physical health. So there's a lot of science out there now where we can actually measure the energy, within an aura or a chakra and the meridians and all these things. So, and how that interferes and affects with our physical health and our emotional and mental health as well. So when we do energy healing, we do certain practices, including sound and music, for us especially, where it helps to clear the older stagnant energy that's causing issues on different levels, and then have a more flowy, higher vibrational energy within us that helps us feel better.
Yeah, and it's for us it's really helped us so much, and we still have our challenges like we all do, and we still have days where it feels easier, life feels easier and it flows better, but definitely through, we've got the guitar, and I don't know if you guys can see the keyboard, but we've always got our instruments in the home set up, and that to us, that our spirituality, which wasn't for me, especially when I was younger, through high school, I didn't have I didn't practice meditation. I didn't know anything about energy healing. And if anyone said anything to me, I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty crazy. But, I was into the punk music, and it got to the point where I felt like I wasn't really so connected with my own emotions, and didn't feel confident or comfortable expressing that. And so for me, it sort of came out through the loud music and singing, which was healing in a way. But it got to the point where I was singing about things, that were bothering me when I was 16, and I was still singing those when I was in my early 20s. I'm like, you know what? I feel like I've dealt with that, and so my friend recommended meditation and sort of recommended energy healing, and I was very skeptical. I'm like, I don't know about that, but I'll give it a try, because my friend said, that they'd received good benefits and I could see another one of my friends who started doing meditation and energy healing. She seemed much more peaceful. She had a high stress job and was working with, some difficult people. But she was laughing more after just a few weeks of doing some energy healing. And I said, are you on something? Like, what are you laughing about? And it was, it was the meditation and the energy healing had really helped her, as Sada said, to sort of acknowledge, accept, and release some of that build-up of pressure and emotion and negative thoughts that can really overtake us. And I think this year's been really tough for a lot of people, regardless of what country you're in or what lifestyle or what career you have. It's been really challenging and testing, and us as well as you guys and many others, we're used to traveling around. I've got family in other parts of the world, and it's tough. It's tough to not be able to visit and be close with family. And so thank God for Zoom and things like this, that we can at least stay connected and have that intention. And then music, I ended up trading in my old grunge pedal for this acoustic guitar. And back in the old days when I'd be playing so hard and my fingers would start to bleed, I'm like, oh, I'm really getting into the song now. But now when I start to cry, when the heart opens, I start to cry. I'm like, now I'm getting into the sweet spot of, yeah, it's the universal language, music. And whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, you can often, if you search, you'll find the right music that can help you to connect with that, to help you start to understand, I'm not alone in this, what I'm facing. There's a lot of other people that maybe are having the same, not exact same situation as me, but some of the same feelings. And then with meditation, energy healing, as well as exercise and things that we love to get out in nature, that's important for us as part of the, but we can.
I found that with energetic healing, for me has gone much beyond words. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because sometimes when you go for and I had also my time with counseling. I've done all that as well. It's not that I haven't done it, but I found with energetic healing, it was just going straight to the point. I didn't even have to think. I only felt it, and then I felt the result. So I like everything, and we always say in these conversations that this is not about believing anything, but trying it out and going, okay, it works for me. That's all we can do,
Yeah, and I totally get that. And I think one of the reasons I felt such benefits so fast too is because I also have had a lot of training in hypnosis, and I used to do hypnotherapy for people. And one thing I loved about that is the realization that so much of what's going on is underneath the surface, or it's in the subconscious, unconscious part of us. So with energy healing, we often can bypass what we think is our struggles or what we think we need to be or need to do from all of our conditioning, all of our experiences. And then what's not serving us anymore, we can go deep underneath that surface and clear out some of the energy of these experiences that sometimes we can't even remember, or we don't even realize we're carrying all this baggage from a past relationship still, but the energy of it is still with us, weighing us down. And once we can go in and clear that out without even really realizing it was there all the time, then we feel lighter. It's like, I feel so much different now, or so much better, because that energy has had a chance to release now.
I think it was interesting you said earlier, Sada, about aura. So I guess for people that probably, often it's said, certain people have an aura. They either have a really huge aura, they walk into a room and you just feel that beautiful energy. And at the same time, people there are, and I've been guilty of it myself, where I've been quite low, depressed, anxious, and I can walk into a room, my aura is so tiny, so constricted around my body, that others can feel that energy as well. And I think that's a really interesting thing to discuss about, what is this concept of aura? Is it your energy field? Like, because aura's like colors, different colors, right?
Well, the aura is part of the energy field that extends from within the body outside of the body. So our body's usually inside of our aura, and it's connected inside. We also have chakras, which are energy centers that spin and vibrate, that are supposed to take in fresh energy and release stale energy, but sometimes they get congested or weak. And through energy healing, we could clear and strengthen these chakras so that they're doing their job in the optimal way. So with the aura, I like the examples that you used about, like, sometimes just feeling someone's presence, or a lot of people might have had the experience where you walk into a room and a few people are in there, but they're not saying anything, but you're just like, what just happened in here? Like, maybe they just had an argument and you don't know, but you could feel there's tension. And that's the idea of our energy field. It gives off these impulses and vibrations. So it goes beyond words, like you said before, Nancy, a lot of the time. And our energy is always interacting with others. So if we're having a really hard time and a really bad day, maybe we've been struggling in the mind, a lot of fear, then that would shrink our energy field, and it would make it harder for us to feel connected and peaceful. And then other people might pick up on that vibe and So through energy healing, we look to clear out the negativity, but also strengthen, strengthen the chakras in the energy field, so that when we have a stronger energy field as well, we're not as influenced by other people's negativity, because we have this like strength in our own positive energy. But when our energy is a bit shrunk and congested, we're much more likely to go into that negativity as well.
And often, Nancy and I have often talked about, and this is, we get along with, certainly with all our exes and things like that, but often when we attract other relations, other partners, we connect with people that are at the same vibration as us, and they mirror the same triggers, and they mirror the same types of energy, like we were saying. Now, we've come into a new relationship, Nancy and I, after 8 years now, and certainly our level of awareness when we were both partnered previously is nothing like it is now. And so,
and even for us in the relationship,
it's an ongoing thing. We're completely different people today than what we were
last week.
I think it's really interesting that when we talked about, you do attract toxicity, but you also attract amazing, beautiful energy, you know what I mean, at the same time, if you allow and manifest that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's
and we were lucky. Nancy was Shanty Mission. We didn't mention that both of you have been with Shanty Mission as well for how long now?
Wow, maybe
how
15 15 years, long time.
Wow.
Doing the training and the practices to understand myself, ourselves better, that then helps us to keep learning and growing, and try and rectify where we have imbalances and where we don't have as much skill, because we've all got areas where we're more comfortable and more skillful, and we've all got areas where we're not as skillful. And so looking at the energy of our lives and our relationships, it really opens up another level for how you can improve yourself and how you can bring more wisdom and light into your home and your work and families and stuff.
And also, feeling happy and feeling peaceful is a possibility. And I think we need to really have that in our awareness, that it is a possibility. Sometimes we're so used to feeling angry and happy, in fear, that we think this is how it is. So that's why we're constantly saying, when we are feeling like that, it is a possibility to feel different. And sometimes, when I started healing, it took me a few years to sort of clear all the dirt, for a while, until I could start, being more comfortable in my own energy. But it is a possibility. I think we need to start believing that it is a possibility to have peace.
Definitely. And I think, we both have had times in our life where we almost felt like giving up, so much sadness or so much pain or fear, younger in life. And now, energy healing and doing things like music and mantra has become so part of our life that it's hard to imagine not having, especially during these difficult times this year. And, it really helps us call on our strength and call on, just a deeper connection with, how to express ourselves, how to be authentic. It's not about like hiding away from the world. It's about being in the world, more of yourself, and bringing more love, bringing more light into a situation, being more assertive, or, whatever it is, that areas that we're working on. When we work on that through energy healing, we can make some great changes. And it's become just as normal to us as taking a shower or brushing our teeth is cleaning our energy. What's our energy doing? And our energy impacts our relationships and how our life is going in general. So
and I feel like it's hard, but it's important, because it takes strength for us to make these changes, because we all get in ways of habitual living and thinking, and some of those habits are healthy and good, and then others, it's just like, as Nancy said, it becomes our normal, whether it's feelings of anxiety or stress or depression. It's like, well, that's just part of my everyday. It does take strength to change these things and practice, and definitely we've had to reach out on our life's journey to get help from others, and get support, and that takes courage in itself to say, oh, actually I'm not doing so great with this, and I need to look at another way of how I can do this. I want to be able to be present, for my family and in my work, and try and juggle the commitments and responsibilities, and I want to try and find time for myself and have some joy and fun as well. And it's a real dance, and there's certain periods of time, even when we are doing energy healing or meditating every day, there's still periods of extra pressure and stress, and we just to be noticing try and be aware of our thoughts, and just really encouraging of the self. Because I know for me at Sada as well, years we were very critical upon ourselves, and then that makes it a bit harder sometimes, of like, I should be further by now, or we should be able to sort this out. Well, life isn't as simple as that, and I think that patience and that support, of friends and family is important.
And I think there's a lot of misconception about people that do inner work, or people that are supposed to be doing inner work are in some sort of continuous zenned out state. Just like you're a monk somewhere in Nepal in some sort of,
Yeah.
And I think what was interesting on Monday, we chatted with a guy that's John Malang, that's a poet. He said that the word heal or healing comes from the word wholeness.
Yes.
And the beauty of the word wholeness is it's everything. It's our shadow, it's our light, it's all the stuff that sometimes we also resist and don't want to make friends with and sweep under the carpet. But the sense of wholeness and healing is all of it. Yeah. So if we fall off the horse or the bike, we're going to do that, because that's often the deeper you go into healing, or the deeper you deal with traumas, there's always going to be other stuff. It's like the old Shrek movie, take out the layers of the onion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, you were going to say something.
All I was going to say is it is a journey, a path, like, energy healing, getting when you want to meditate or go deeper within yourself. It's more like a journey than just like flicking a switch. And
I mean, what I'm finding now is that I'm a bit more compassionate every time I fall. Whereas I had the expectation, like what you were saying, Maitreya, that I couldn't get it wrong. And when I had that expectation, I was getting it wrong all the time. Whereas now it's like, okay, well, I lost it. And the way I look at it is I fell off the bike. I'm learning how to ride a bike. I fell off the bike. Very kindly now I take myself back to the bike and I go, okay, that's fine. I lost. Before I used to, it was like if I was kicking myself when I was on the floor.
Yeah.
Whereas I choose not to do that anymore. And that has helped me much, much more recently,
Yes, totally.
Yes. I like you. You guys have the awakening the senses, creating harmony within. I think there's so many different ways we can try and improve that harmony, like trying to get the way we treat ourselves, which will have play a part in the way we treat others. So, are we ready to go? Are we?
Yes.
Just thinking maybe we could look at maybe doing an intention, perhaps, Sada, just so that we can get people to connect and maybe even close their eyes. I'll probably just put the one screen up of the two of you, and we'll mute ourselves and maybe just bring people into a safe, sacred space. I guess it's a bit hard because we're all live, but maybe just to set the intention and go from there.
So maybe
sounds
just
good.
Okay, cool. So wherever you are, just take a moment to give yourself this space.
And if you feel too, you can close your eyes. It just helps us connect a bit deeper within. And just being aware of the breath. And as you inhale, really filling the belly. As you exhale, just having that intention to let go. Being aware of the sound of the guitar, the voice, keyboard, and imagine the sound as if it can float towards you as a healing vibration that's full of peace. So that as you inhale through the nostrils, you could almost feel this sense of vibration or energy of peace coming in, filling the lungs. And as you exhale, just intend to release anything that's no longer serving you. Any stagnant or stale energy in the body, the mind, the emotions, whether you know what they are or not, just intend that right now is time for me to relax, to receive, and to let go. Taking a deep breath in, imagine that you can exhale all around the neck and throat. And as you do that, relaxing through the jaw, the back of the neck, feeling the muscles along the spine, gently letting go. Being aware of the pelvic area, the hips, feeling energy gently flowing down the legs like a river of light that's here to help clear any stagnation, letting that light flow down to the ankles and the feet as you imagine yourself gently almost floating like on a wave of sound that's full of healing vibration. Pulling the sound of Om in through the forehead and just releasing all around the head any stress and congestion through the scalp, through the mind, any old or repetitive thoughts that are not in alignment with the truth, exhaling them out of the top of the head. Breathe in the vibration of Om. Imagine you could breathe it into every cell of the body, each cell of the body vibrating with a frequency of its own. Just imagine the frequency of Om vibrating through the cells of the body, helping to clear any negativity at a cellular level. Releasing all around the hips, just being aware of your beautiful life and the journey you've been on, and just intending, imagining that you can relax through the lower abdomen, all around the hips, any conscious or subconscious tension through the muscles, the ligaments, the joints, and intend that any old stress and fear that's holding you back for more connection, joy, and peace can just melt away in the sound.
Safe here. Just let go, dear. Heal now. Just release fear. Let it go here.
using the breath, breathing in the sound, the energy. As you exhale, releasing the stuck energy all around the hips, the lower abdomen. And inwardly, imagine you could drop your awareness down into the lower abdomen. And with the breath, your intention, and your awareness, just allowing that part of the body to create space and releasing out through the lower abdomen any congestion in the energy field, just intending your intention, very powerful. And imagine the peaceful energy, the nurturing energy, gently wrapping around your body, reminding your body, your mind, your nervous system, what it feels like to be comfortable and safe, to rest, to relax. Sometimes even when we're trying to relax, it feels like there's a part of us that's busy still with the mind or with our energy. Just allowing the sound to help remind your body to rest, even if just for these few moments. When our body's at rest and balance, it automatically begins to heal itself. So just feeling that you're giving yourself the space right now to do that. And in a moment we will offer a song that is helpful for us to connect with certain vibrations. The energy of Narayani. This is a combination of the energy of strength, of wealth, like abundance of all good things, not just financially, and wisdom. When we have all of these energies strong within us, we feel able to really be ourselves and to make wise decisions and to have everything we need and therefore be able to give to others. So we play this song in a moment to help us connect and reawaken these energies, these qualities which exist within us.
So just relaxing with the breath, and as we sing the song, just give yourself permission to enjoy the music, and as Sada said before, let the music wash over you. There's a reason they call them sound waves, because they roll like the ocean. And our bodies, they're waterproof, but they're not soundproof. And just know that our intention is to send love with the music. And our dear friends Nancy and Christian, we love that they're also beautiful musicians, and we play their music in the car. And it's certain music with intention can really help us with our healing. So if you've had a sore back, if you're having a tricky relationship, if you're having a tough time with this year 2020, then join the club with the whole of humanity. It's really been some testing time, and so just come back to your own heart, your good heart. And if your body's been sore, if your mind has been stressed, if you've been feeling emotions, just let the sound waves wash through those places and enjoy the music. This one's called Your Love Is Real. Narayani, strength, wisdom, wealth, may they flow towards you now and awaken in your being. Just relaxing. Narayani, Narayani, Narayani Namo Nama. Your love is real, it overwhelms me, and I surrender, and you take me. Yeah, help us heal, and you lift me, and I remember, and now we're all free. Narayani Namo Namo Narayani Narayani Amma. Strength. Narayani wisdom. Narayani wealth. Narayani peace. Amma. Your love is real, it overwhelms me, and I surrender to your glory. Yeah, help us heal, and you lift me, and I awaken as you call me. Narayani Namo Namo. Relax, let go, allow, receive. Trust the strength inside you. There's a name for the energy, one of the names for the energy that helps us to overcome negativity, because negativity pops up all over the place, in our minds a lot and in this world. So this is one word that helps our energy field, our mind, is called Durga. It's the energy of the mother, the powerful mother that would do anything for her children. So think about the sun, and think about the air that we breathe. You could think of these as gifts from the mother, the strength in creation. So Durga means protect from negativity. So just allow this sound to help give extra protection for what's playing out in our minds, in our emotions, in our lives, and just relax and feel that support, that strength, that protection increasing in volume in our lives. That's it. Durga, 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 Jaya, Jaya, Durga, 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 Jaya, Jaya, Durga, 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 Amma. Durga, 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 Jaya, Jaya, Durga, 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 Jaya, Jaya, Durga, 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 Amma. Durga, 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 Jaya Narayani Durga, Jaya
essence. Just being aware of a time in your life where you did feel more connected to your truth. Just noticing if any time period or experience can come up for you now. A time where you just felt like you were able to be yourself. You felt able to be kind to yourself. And if it's hard to think of a time, just imagine what that would feel like. To really just be present with yourself, with that love and compassion, that care and kindness that you deserve. And being aware of the center of the chest, where we have a chakra, an energy center called the heart chakra. And just imagine you could bring your awareness there into your heart chakra and allow that experience of nurture and kindness. Maybe it's an experience that someone gave you when they listened to you and loved you and accepted you. And just allow that energy to expand through the heart chakra, to expand into that place of peace and comfort and hope. And just feeling that energy center filling with that vibration of peace and hope and comfort. And just allow the music to help you.
And this is a song about loving kindness to finish our meditation lift, because loving kindness is a practice that we can go deeper and deeper with, and just having that intention that, because there's these old ancient teachings of kindness, but more and more, even there's so much scientific research about the great power of kindness. And so it makes sense for us to try and practice that, and you can practice it right now, just sending loving kindness to yourself, whatever's playing out, and then send it to your loved ones and your family and your pets, and then you can expand it to people you run into down the shops that you don't see too often, but you know that they've got their own struggles and troubles, and they too want the peace, just like us, all of us. And you can just widen that circle of loving kindness, but starting with yourself as we do the final song. It's called The Other Shore, Beyond Troubles. May I be safe and free. May you be happy and at peace. Wherever beings may be, from earth, air and sea, may their suffering cease swiftly. And as long as space endures, I open my heart to yours, and I will love you more to the other shore. To the other shore. Just thinking of loving kindness for your friends, yourself, your family, anyone that you know that could do with extra support at the moment. And that's pretty much everyone. So wherever you feel to send that, send it out in all the directions. May all beings be at peace. May all beings be happy and at peace. whatever beings there are, whether near or far, may we comfort them like our closest friend. And as long as space endures, I open my heart to yours, and I will love you more to the other shore, to the other shore.
Sending that love, that kindness to every cell of your body. If you've had any areas, issues with your physical body lately, imagine you could send kindness and love, compassion to the body, especially in those areas. Relaxing through the body, sending love to the mind, to your emotional body, and just expand it outwards. Imagine that you can expand it out through your aura, just using your intention. Expand it out. Imagine your whole being like shining, like radiating with love, compassion, and kindness. Almost like rays of a sun coming out in all directions. And then just imagine that you can send that and gift that to every being everywhere. And being aware of the top of the head, where we have a crown chakra, an energy center. And imagine you could follow the crown chakra up through a pillar of light, up way above the building that you're in. Imagine it going way, way up to the highest point you could perceive. On your next inhale, drawing in positive, fresh energy from above, down through that pillar of light, into your body. And as you exhale, breathe it out down through the base of the spine, down into the earth. Imagine that pillar of light connecting into the earth, really connecting in your energy with the moment, with the earth, and just expanding. And in your own mind, just repeat to yourself inside, I am safe, I am peaceful, I deserve love, I am hopeful. Very good.
And just taking your own time to gently coming back from our meditation as we give thanks for our time together and to be able to connect with each other. And we ask that the positive energy can continue, and that peaceful energy, may it infuse more into our homes and our minds, to help us to be ourselves and to enjoy our lives and to support us to serve others. We're so grateful. You just have a wriggle of your hands and your feet, and good work, everybody. We can feel a beautiful connection with everyone, and so as always, it's a real honor for us to be able to do any of these sorts of things, because if I know how much music has helped me, and I'm forever grateful to music itself, but the people who've played the music, some of them on different parts of the world that they'll never see my face, but I've listened to their music and I've felt that help and that support. So, and big thanks to Nancy and Christian for pulling this together, and having that intention, and it doesn't just happen immediately, but to have that strength to keep doing programs, and to everyone that connects, stay connected and reach out if you have questions about these things. Feel free to ask, and hope we can do it again sometime and then in person one day again, even live music. That'll be great. So thank you.
That honestly has been gold.
We're almost we're almost asleep, like to sort of just like.
Thank you from our heart to yours, and we really hope that people have been able to receive all these blessings and all this, and just to feel peace, because it was beautiful. Not sure whether anyone has any questions, but also if people want to contact you? I mean, are you doing anything online that people can? I mean, you got beautiful music. I mean, we got your CD in our car as well. I'm always singing the songs.
Yeah.
So
We actually got.
maybe we can share a little bit about that.
So just before that, we've got the Awakening the Senses page. Actually, has a link to your latest album.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
That's the shop there, so that'll go directly to your iTunes or Spotify, whatever it is.
Okay.
So that's there already, and I think on the post we'll obviously put your website. But
Yeah.
anything else that you would want to?
Yeah. Thanks for having us. Our website's on the link there, and these guys actually played some music on our previous album and added their beautiful energy to it. The Lotus CD, the one that we played at the end there, The Other Shore, that's on our website, matreyasada.com. You can go to the music and meditations and you'll find The Love Is Real that we played tonight, and the one that we started with was Healing Sounds, which is it's just 45 minutes of bird sounds, guitar, ohms. It's like background music, but we often play it around our home. I had 2 Labradors for many years, and they would just bliss out when and it would help me relax at the end of the day. And my son Bodhi, he'll be 8 in November. He still asks for that CD. He's like, "Daddy, can you play Healing Sounds when he's going to bed at night?" And it really helps him calm down and relax. And so all that's on our website. And this Saturday,
every Saturday, a weekly
Australia,
we have a weekly session online called Sacred Sound Session at 11 a.m. Sydney time. And it's a combination of different mantras that are healing mantras, music, energy healing, meditation. It's sort of a combination of it all. And people just tune in from their own homes.
lay
black.
bliss out.
Lay black. I can't talk tonight. But and really we do a lot of healing through those sessions using sound, mantra, and meditation, energy healing. So that's every Saturday. And this Saturday, it's a really special one because we're really focusing on the energy of Navaratri, that festival that's happening right now, which helps us connect to those energies of strength, wisdom, and wealth. And we also both offer a weekly lift session, like a meditation energy healing, every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. online. So
Yes.
if anybody wants to jump into any of those things,
Small group mentoring, and each person checks in. This is what's happening for me, and then we do a group meditation and energy healing based on where people are at on that day. Yeah, and we do private sessions online, one-on-one sessions as well. But yeah, it's been awesome to connect, and thanks so much for putting all this together.
thank
and
you.
Hope everything flows well, and that everyone, those people that get to watch it, make sure you send lots of love to Nancy and Christian and stay connected. And more of this the better, I think, to help us all keep connected in a time of social isolation and change.
Sorry, I just wanted to say for people that are watching, I mean, we have been to many of your lists, that they're highly, highly, highly energy, vibrant, and I have found that it has, I don't know, it has melted many things within myself. So we encourage people to contact you, and that's fantastic that you're doing it online.
Yes.
So people have that flexibility. So that's great. Thank you. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, apart from obviously sound healing, there's so many modalities or so many bag of tricks that you can have in your little toolbox, right? And sound healing is one of those that, but without going too much into the science, but there is that study, the Japanese study that did sound waves on the water.
Yes.
If you recall now, we're obviously 90% water, so I think that's really something to not just think physically reflect on, but energetically reflect how important sound wave is, and obviously the sound healing that you guys do as well. So that's probably just something just to drop in for people to really tune into, because that's a really key thing for me for learning that over so many years with the music that you listen to, that brings back memories, music that you create, whatever it is, it's so beautiful and healing for us.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, it's a powerful thing, music, and it's definitely such a precious thing for us to receive music and to have the different music that we can connect with, and it helps us with all levels, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So hope that everyone finds their right music that makes your heart sing and helps us all with our healing journey. And yeah, it's been fun.
Look for music in YouTube. I mean, that's what I usually do. Sometimes I put the Om chanting, which is about 13 hours, and I just leave it on the whole day, very softly, so people, my kids can't hear it, but it's there. So we can use different things to create harmony in the house. So we invite people to keep doing that.
Bring more harmony, and those vibrations it helps the atmosphere, of our home and of a workplace. That's
Okay, thank you so much. Send you much love, and hopefully we'll see you live.
Yes.
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Lots of love for everything that you're doing.
Thank you. The same to you guys. And thank you everybody for joining us.
Yes.
Raquel, I saw that she was watching.
Adrian, Raquel, Jamie, Ula, I think it is, and Monica. Yeah.
So thank you everybody. Thank you. And we'll see you again on Friday for a bio-neuroemotion chat from someone from Spain, but it will obviously be in English, from the Emblick Corbera Institute. So thank you. And good night, guys. We love you and enjoy your night.
Lots
Thank
of
you.
love.
See everybody.
Love to the family. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks. Ciao.
Okay.